Okay, we're about to put the roofing on. The roofing comes in 1x6 planks, and so we're gonna go and plumb bob this all the way down, make sure that our outer beams and floor all line up, and also make sure that we will square up and make sure every distance between these is dialed in as well. And you can see you got the plumb bob line on the outside dowel. Show you that. Okay. And going all the way down to the bottom there. Tell us if we're out a little bit or not. No. So this is one we've got perfectly lined up, plumb and straight. So with this next one here, if we release this strapping here, this one's going to move. So we're going to pull the strapping out and tack this one here to this one over here so that we can release this one here. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so what we're doing here is measuring down from the top of the raptor exactly 10 feet all the way across. It allows us to essentially build our line so that we can put in our first row a little bit higher up. So instead of starting at the very end, we'll go a little bit higher up, and we can do the last 2 rows later on. So we mark 10 feet all the way along, 10 feet all the way along. We chalk line all the way across there, and then we can put our first row of boards down. So there's the chalk line there. You can see he's putting our straight all the way across. We've got a foot overhang on each end, and perfect overlap there on that rafter. Probably see it. Okay, so now you can see the roof boards from up top here. This little step in there so we can run them all the way across. We're just taking out the rest of the strapping that was holding everything super tight in place, but now that we got all the sheeting on, we're good. And of course, some people ask, why would you go with this old school version? Well, I'm telling you, when you see what it looks like from the inside, when you're sitting in your couch later on, looking up at those beams and those roof boards, it is sensational. There you go. So there's a board we put in tight as possible because, as you can see at the end, it's completely pinched. So that's the gap you end up getting, and that's with a board bender. Okay, so the other side over here, we did use roof jacks for a while, and then we decided that's ridiculous. It's way too sketchy, even with all the safety harnesses and everything. You can use it if you want, but on a 12-12 roof, which is quite steep, we're going to use one of these manhandlers here and be able to get ourselves a much better positioning. Not to mention, after this roofing, you can see there the roofing boards. We're then going to put on a ice and water shield over the whole thing, which is what you should do for steel roofs. Don't let anybody tell you different. So a really good quality peel and stick ice and shield. And then we're going to put vertical, and you can see me lining them up here. We're going to run vertical 2x6 boards all the way up, and that is going to be what's going to space and allow us to spray in the spray foam in between these boards here. Then we will put strapping across the whole roof, and then the steel roofing will go on. So I know you can't see it from this side, but they're all stuttered. So 14 foot, 3 foot, 14 foot, okay, plus some inches. But then you've got 11 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot. Okay, and that's how you stagger them like that all the way through. Gives the most torsional and structural rigidity. You can see, just use the lever. There you go. Help push down that board. Pretty simple. We're almost done here. As you can see, one last strip. Just advice. Obviously, the telehandler guy's outside controlling that, and I'm inside moving beams up into place and handing them through the raptors to him. So that's really the best technique. Easy to do with two people. One would be very time consuming.